The advice I'm going to give to organizations reading about ransomware in the news is to one, prepare. Um, you prepare by proper backup and having a disaster recovery plan. Your ability to restore your organization to prime production is going to be key in these moments when you're being exploited. So again, prepare by having proper backups and also having a disaster recovery plan. Well, what concerns me the most is that hackers, in my opinion, seem to be more and more selective based on the organizations that they're choosing to go after, and not only that, the people who they're choosing to go after in these organizations. Right, it's the chief level people. They are able to dissect and do their enumeration or back end research so that they know exactly who are the people who have the permissions that would allow them to take advantage of the organization. And so that you know is one thing that concerns me. Another thing that concerns me is that the average skill level of hackers is getting better. Right, before we'd see a lot of grammar issues in their emails and their phishing attempts. You'd be able to kind of read that email and determine that there was something wrong there, some misspelling, again, some grammar issues or something like that, and that would tell you, hey, the person on the other end who they're pretending to be usually uses a lot better grammar than this. And so, what I'm saying today is that these hackers are coming with emails that are very, very convincing, and in some cases, they're very personalized to the person they're attacking. So that's my main concern is that they have continued to get better and evolve their ability to approach anybody within an organization. And what are we going to do, to counteract that? How are we preparing ourselves to not be manipulated by these people? Well, first off, companies should avoid paying the ransom at all costs, right? We got to remember that these are criminals on the other end um, of this attack, and so there's no guarantee on a purchase that you make from a criminal. So if you are properly prepared, then yes, avoid paying the ransom at all costs, and with proper backups and stuff like that, that is possible. It's really tough to hold these guys accountable. As we know, this industry moves at an amazing speed. These attacks and these vulnerabilities, these new exploits, they're coming out daily, and so the ability to train and prepare is very much a niche skill. I mean, it's something that you have to be involved with. It's something that you have to know very well in order to prepare for. There really isn't any way to prepare for every potential exploit that's out there. And so, with that being said, um, these guys, all they have to do is they're exploiting these organizations with a plan to not be tracked afterwards, and they have a lot of lead time in order to do so. It's just really tough for law enforcement organizations to keep up with them, especially with the amount of skill and niche information that's needed to keep up in this industry. It's changing every single day. First step we take is to get rid of all exploited equipment and network infrastructure, right? Memory backups, we're trashing it, we're getting rid of it. It's part of our disaster recovery plan. And then we are using backups to restore our company operation and critical data where it's needed first, in the front office admin area, and also in the data analytics section of the company. Those are the bread and butter. So we're just working to get those back online as quickly as possible. But again, I can't say this enough. Proper backups, disaster recovery plan, those are key. Again, it's just because of the great speed at which this industry tends to evolve. You can take a month off and you're behind. There's new exploits, there's new vulnerabilities out there, and so the time that it would take to prepare a course and to train somebody in these areas is very it's a very tough task. CEH has done a great job at putting a course together, but as far as just the specifics, again, this thing's changing every single day. It's evolving every single day, and it's very tough to teach in that type of environment. Well, the main takeaways is we're understanding the risk that this proposes to your organization, right? Um, it's typically your worst case scenario as far as something that takes your network down or something that keeps employees from working, or data breaches. Ransomware attacks are really, really are just not our friend, and they are. just very, very difficult for organizations to get through. And then not only that, how do you maintain operation after that, knowing that you've been exploited and that there's a hacker out there who kind of knows where your vulnerabilities are. Um, so, again, just avoid paying those ransomwares at all attacks and at all costs. So that would be my advice. Avoid paying the ransomwares, but you do that by proper preparation, by backing up your data and again, disaster recovery.